Hey, you guys, it's Tyrone, the conservative guy. You know what I say. Please call me Mr. Conservative. Just a quick update about the giveaway that's happening in October. You know, you must comment on the political rant. You can win either one of the items, either the flag or the knife. So, you guys, I said I was going to get an interview for you guys. I promised you guys an interview. I got an interview. So, today, my guest on my show is going to be an author, speaker, entrepreneur. He is the founder of R Hill Enterprise Incorporated. He gives you financial advice, and this book that he has right here is Ask the Right Question, Get the Right Answer. And that's available from Amazon to Walmart and other retailers online. Would you like to tell them a little bit more about yourself, sir?
Well, yes. Thank you for having me first and foremost, Tyrone, and I do appreciate you.
Thank you.
Our Hill Enterprise was founded in order to help consumers understand the differences between life insurance and other avenues for long-term care and final expense and alternatives to the stock market. It was based on, I started it out of anger at first because I was getting really upset with all the bad situations I was seeing that people had been lulled into, so to speak. So I wrote the book. My wife told me to write the book. I wrote the book finally. And it addresses a lot of those four areas that I just explained to you: the wills and trusts, long-term care, safe alternatives to the stock market, and final expense. Those are the four pillars of a sound financial plan. And retirement is a whole nother thing. So many people think that retirement is an age. It is not. Retirement is a financial position, period. I mean, you retire without no money, you have not retired, my friend. You have been fired, okay? And that's where I'm at with that.
Okay, and they can find out more about that in this book, correct?
Oh, yes.
So you guys, patrons, if you're wondering about financials and expenses, this would be a good book for you guys to pick up. And go check it out on Amazon. Go check it out at Walmart. And it's Ask the Right Questions, Get the Right Answers. I'm sorry, you guys. So today, he came on my show because we was going to speak a little bit about what's going on in 2020. I know you guys are really into that. I'm really wondering what's going on. And a shout out, I went to my Trump rally today. So, yes. Let me start. So, what is your position on the whole Black Lives Matter right now?
Well, first and foremost, let me preface it with this. See, we are dealing with what I term emotional midgets.
Yes.
All right. They are driven by feelings, and these feelings are steeped in hate and lies. Okay. Black Lives Matter is not about Black Lives Matter. This is a political movement. They want to make it as bad as possible for Mr. Trump.
Okay, so I see. I by that statement alone, I see that you're going to cast your vote for Trump.
Well, of course,
okay.
Definitely.
All right, so that just eliminated one of the questions. But okay, so I get you on that. So got all this civil unrest right now, the whole Black Lives Matter, the coronavirus. You got Joe Biden, you guys coming out after the police officers were shot, talking about he wants stronger gun control. He wants to take away pretty much your Second Amendment, right? You guys, personally, to me, if you haven't seen my political rant, no Joe, I'm keeping my gun. Check it out. So how do you feel about the coronavirus? And just give me your opinion, your opinion on the whole coronavirus and what's going on right now.
Well, Tyrone, in my humble estimation, I mean, the coronavirus it's bad, okay? It's a bad thing. However, it is not bad enough to shut down an economy.
I agree with that.
Okay? Because you're getting all these other consequences from shutting down the economy. The rise in drug use, the people are staying home and you're getting domestic issues and all this kind of stuff. The kids are not being educated, which could very well be a good thing, okay, because they're being indoctrinated anyway. But no, the approach that Donald Trump was forced into as far as the economic side of this thing it was all engineered by the Democrats. Okay, Donald Trump knows that the business of America is business.
Yes.
Okay,
He's a
And
businessman.
when you shut down an economy, there are all kinds of other consequences that go along with that. Okay.
Well, I personally, I voted for Trump. One, he's not a politician. Second, I knew, you guys, he was a businessman and he was going to be good for the country. I remember back when I was younger and people were saying, we need a man like Donald Trump to run for president. He would get this budget, he would get this economy in order. And now all of a sudden, when he put that R behind his name, he's now considered a racist.
Well, see, you got to understand this too, Tyrone. Donald Trump was loved
Yes.
before he ran for president.
Yes.
And then he went and he stuck the big wet noodle in the eye of the United Nations. Said America first. See, our politicians over the past few decades have been selling us out. See, they've been selling us out. Why do you think that we've got all these empty factories and all this kind of stuff going on? And why do you think that China has got all these jobs over there? You look at how many things that say made in China on it.
Just about everything.
You know? And then we had the illustrious Barack Hussein Obama tell everybody that, oh, those jobs are gone. This is it. I mean,
Automation
they
took
ain't coming back. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
I mean,
yes.
It's totally ludicrous to think that way. Okay?
Yes.
Unless there's a hidden agenda.
There is a hidden agenda. By the way, Patriots, the knife in the giveaway is made in the U.S. So that's a plus. That's a plus. I think the flag is made somewhere else, but the knife is made in the U.S. That is a plus for you guys. So yes, you know, I argue all day. I argue at my job. You know, I work 12-hour shifts. I argue here with a lot of people about, you know, the whole Breonna Taylor thing, and you know, and that's something that just recently just happened. You know, the verdict came that they was, you know, pretty much innocent, except for the one officer who shot in the upstairs unit for reckless endangerment. So, I mean, do you have any insights on that? Have you followed that? Have you been keeping up with that?
Well, yes, you know, I've been paying very close attention to the narrative behind the Black Lives Matter movement.
You know, it was founded by two lesbians, correct?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's irrelevant because their agenda is glaringly clear. They want, you know what? They thrive on conflict and controversy, okay? And they base that on an ignorant population. And I say ignorant, but what I really need to say is willfully ignorant, because there is no excuse to be ignorant today. Information is everywhere. And you know, Tyrone, in my short time on this planet, I've only found one way, just one, to get to the truth. And that is through comparison. Say, yeah, this sounds good. Compared to what? Compared to what? See, freedom, people, a lot of people don't understand freedom, okay? They want to have freedom, but see, freedom is two things. Freedom and responsibility are like front and back. You can't have one without the other one. If you have freedom without responsibility, what you have, my friend, is called chaos. Okay? My mom used to tell me all the time, see, everything good to you ain't good for you. Right?
Yeah.
See, these people, they want to, it's good to be free and we can do what we want to do. However, there's consequences.
So the reason why I brought up the two lesbians was when I drive and I see the Black Lives Matter, I see the rainbow flag, and if you read in their manifesto that they had, they're about tearing down the nuclear family. And what is the nuclear family? You know, it's, you know, wife, husband, kid. It's pretty much the American dream. It's tearing down a home together. They want to get rid of the man out of the home. So that's just my personal belief. You guys, please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. What is your deposition on that?
Well, the destruction of the nuclear family is the hallmark of what this country is founded upon.
Yes.
Right. I mean, you want to destroy a country, you start tearing apart the family. See, because the strongest part of America is the family unit.
I agree.
Okay? And see, when you take that family unit away and you put government in control, like you take what happened with the blacks in the 60s, all right? Before they introduced all these help programs, quote unquote.
Yes.
See,
Planned
the
Parenthood.
black families were together. Now, when you replace the man with the government, see what they said is you're gonna get welfare based on how many kids and all that you got and all that good stuff, as long as you don't have a man in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so what did that do? That destroyed the family.
Destroy the family.
Okay? It didn't hit all of us, but it does affect the masses. Okay? We got babies having babies today. And it is a stain on the black family. It is a stain. Now it's spreading to other demographics. Okay? And I mean it's going all over the place. And so when you do that and you keep these people ignorant, you know, you keep them ignorant, they're easier to control that way, right? When I was coming up, man, they were saying, well, now you're old enough to vote, you vote Democratic. I said, well, why? He said, because Democrats are for the poor.
Yes.
And Republicans are for the rich.
Yes.
So, you know what? A question popped up into my mind. If Democrats are for the poor, doesn't it stand to reason that they got to keep more people poor to justify their existence?
Makes sense to me.
And if Republicans are for the rich, doesn't that mean that they got to knock down the barriers that's stopping you from getting there?
Yeah, they want it makes very much sense to me. So like I was saying when I was saying I have these debates and these arguments with my my family members who like everybody in my family member, they're like far left. They're like, you know, they're like crazy left. Like I mean far left. I mean they jumped off the bridge left. And there's no coming back. You know, I've been working on my sisters. I've been working on both of my sisters, but you know, one of the biggest things that I have the trouble of explaining to them or to getting out there is that, you know, explaining why Trump is good for this country, why he's good, why you should vote for Trump. You know, I got tired personally. I said, well, how about you just convince me to vote for Biden then? Because I beat my head against the concrete. Maybe you can help me or help my patriots that why they should vote for Trump.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say why they should vote for Trump, but I will tell you this. The hardest thing in the world is to try to tell somebody something they think they already know.
Yes.
Okay? So, see, you're beating a dead horse. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that the Trump base right now is going to save the Democratic Party from themselves. Okay? Because they have no idea what they're ushering in. They want, I mean, it's all good now, but you look at what's going on in these blue cities and these blue states. Okay? This is what they want for the country. Okay? It's not going to work. I mean, you got these blue cities right now. You got Chicago, New York, and some big cities in other states.
California, LA.
When the businesses leave, the tax base, the job base, all that stuff goes. All you got to do is take a look in the inner city ghetto.
Yes.
Okay? Take a look at the great city of Detroit.
Yes.
Okay? 40 years of Democratic rule. Look where it's at now. Okay? See, a lot of things that people just don't seem to understand is that our politicians have not been helping the people. They have been helping themselves to the people.
So would you say that you're against the Fair Tax Act that they're trying to pass here in Illinois? It's an amendment that they're trying to get through. Have you heard about it?
Well, the fair tax is a beautiful thing, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I think that it should be consumption based as opposed to income based.
Got it.
All right. See, there was no income tax before the Second World War. All right. They instituted that income tax, and now you know what? The government has an insatiable appetite. Insatiable. See, whenever a politician stands up in front of you and tells you what he's going to do for you, the first question in your mind ought to be, where you going to get the money? All right? Because government in and of itself does not produce anything. Everything the government gives to the people, it must first take from the people.
Yes, yes.
Okay? And so that's it. I mean, here we got a government, all governments, whatever they are, right? They reward bad behavior and punish good behavior. Okay? Look at it. You sit back and you have four or five kids or whatever, they're gonna put you in a house, they're gonna send you money to buy your groceries every day. But you take a look at that man and that woman that get married and they have their kids in wedlock. They want to go and buy a house and start a business.
Yes.
They want to tax them to death.
Yes. I'm in that same scenario. You know, I got my 4 kids and I'm not getting any break.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, and here in Illinois, if you guys let me know, it is the flat rate tax in Illinois. It's a 5%. So what they're saying is that what they want to do is that they want to go to a gradual increase tax. So they're going to supposedly tax the people that makes over $250,000 a year. But the one part that bothers me the most when I read it is the one part that says give legal power to legislation to raise taxes on any group. That keyword, any group. So you say that you're going to, just tax the wealthy. You know, I'm a forklift driver, I make $40,000 a year, give or take. You're only going to tax the the more higher class. But why do you have that one piece in there? Any group. That's the part that gets me. I don't understand that. Maybe you can help me understand it.
Well, I really can't help you understand that except to say this. Taxation is the ability to destroy. Because there is a point where when you tax somebody too much, they move.
Yes.
This is why a lot of the corporations and all that went overseas. Okay, because we have regulation nation going on. Donald Trump came in and started rolling this stuff back, and I give kudos to the man.
Cutting red tape.
Because he did not have to do this. It's his love for this country that has got him. And I mean, he is taking arrows like 40 going north. They are attacking him from every angle. You heard Nancy Pelosi say it. I've got some arrows in my quiver. She ain't got no quiver. She ain't got no arrow. But anyway, I digress.
We must impeach.
I mean, look at this stuff that he's going through. And he's doing it because of his love for the country. Okay? That is why I stand with Donald Trump.
Also, he's not taking a salary as well. So
well, that too. But you know what? He don't need the salary.
Yeah, he's already got money.
Really? I mean, no, he's a billionaire. You hear me?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have a problem wrapping their minds around this stuff. Oh man, we done went from talking about billions. You know what a billion is? A billion is 1,000 million.
Wow.
Okay? And then when you take that to a trillion, that's 1,000 billion. And we're talking about $1 trillion packages and all this kind of stuff, right?
Oh, that's great. That was going to be the last question, but I will bring it up now since you bring up the stimulus package. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the stimulus package? Right now, you got Nancy Pelosi trying to push $1.2 trillion stimulus package. I think she went to $2.4 trillion now. And you have that's the Democrat Party of what they're looking at. Now, you got on the other side, the Republicans are pushing $1.5 trillion with a trigger in the middle. So if in 2021, if things don't get better and they haven't got this coronavirus under control, it will inject another $500 billion into the economy. Another stimulus package, $500 billion, so it'll be injected into the economy. That is what's going on with that. I mean, what do you think that's fair as what the Republicans are offering? Do you think that we should we go up and give into Pelosi with the $2.2 trillion, or you think 1.5 is fine? I was fine with the $1 trillion stimulus, and it didn't come with a second check. But I was just fine. Let's get it done for the people that needs it, because I'm blessed. Like I said, you guys, I'm blessed. I'm making it. Jesus is my provider, and I always give glory to God first. So, what do you think about the?
Well, first and foremost, I think they need to get the name right. This is not stimulus. Okay, This is not stimulus because it's not going to stimulate anything. Okay, all it is gonna be like, we're gonna take care of you for a few months. What we need to do is work on opening the economy back up.
I agree with you. I've been saying that for the longest.
Like I said earlier, everything the government gives to the people, it must first take from the people. See, so this money ain't coming from nowhere and going nowhere. You hear me? This is being created. This is damn near fiat currency, brother.
Yeah.
You hear me? I mean, where's it coming from? Oh, they're just printing it up. You know what? You pull out a dollar bill and you look on it, and it says on there, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private.
Yes, I know.
Basically, you know what that is? That's an IOU, brother.
Yes.
That's an IOU. They talk about these, I mean, the level of deception is unbelievable. Talk about inflation. Things are costing more. Things are costing more.
Inflation.
I would submit to you that things are not costing more. It's because your dollar's getting weaker.
Yes. I agree with you.
Okay? But they want to call it inflation. All things are going up in price. No, your dollar's getting weaker. That's what the problem is. And you know, as they print more and more money, it reduces the value of all the money that's already out there. And can you say quantitative easing? I mean, we got some real, like Trump would say, we got some real beauties in government. We got some real beauties in government.
Yes, that's so. Would you say that? Are you for the stimulus, or would you tell them that you're not for the stimulus? I mean, I understand what you're getting.
I say open the economy.
Open the economy. So you heard the Patriots here. Open the economy. Open up the schools. You know, the stimulus package. If you get it done, you don't get it done. I say they need to get it done. Personally, that's my opinion. They need to get it done. For the simple fact is, I do know certain individuals who kind of need that money and they need it now. You know, like I said in the Pelosi video, it's our money and we want it now. So, you know, pretty much that is, you know, that's my opinion, Patriots, on the stimulus package. I don't need it. Jesus is my provider. He's always going to provide for me. I can lose my job today and God's going to take care of me. So, but yes, we need it. I believe they need to get something done. And I'm not really for maybe the whole because $2.2 trillion, that's a lot of money. He just told you what $1 trillion is. So she wants $2.2 trillion. So just think about that deficit that's going to add on top of our deficit. And, you know, we're not going to pay that back. You know who's paying that back? It's my daughter, your son, my son, your grandkids, my grandkids, our great-great-grandkids, and etc. So yes, Patriots, I enjoyed this interview. I have a few more other questions, if you don't mind, if you got the time. You know, I don't want to make a super long video, you guys. I know I tell you guys all the time, I don't want to make a super long video, but I thought this would be good. I'm going to get more and more interviews with other people. I'm jumping through hoops to get those for you guys. Debates lined up. You guys comment in the box. You know, comment. Let me know what more of interviews you want me to do, what kind of debates you guys want me to do, and I will try my best. I'm telling you to get those lined up. I promise you this one, I came through. I'm a man of my word. Let's get back into it. I just want to say that. I'm sorry for speaking entirely too much. So, yeah, so we went through the whole Black Lives Matter. We talked about Breonna Taylor. We talked about the stimulus package. We talked a little bit about how you felt about Trump. We also talked about the coronavirus. I'm just trying to recap up on where I left off at. And now about the economy. And then we also, if there's anything else you want to tell the viewers about your book, this would be a great time to tell them.
Well, yes. Well, this book was not written as a how-to. This is more of a why-to. And it is just a guide, my friends. You got to get with you a competent professional, a competent financial professional to find out what's best for you, okay? I can be reached at Robb at rhillenterprisesinc.com. That is ROBB at rhillenterprisesinc.com. And you can reach me by phone at 773 765-4491. Toll free 866-393-1839. And I'm on Facebook and Twitter. And come on and be my friend.
And don't worry about it. If you didn't get all that, I will be writing it down. It will be in the description box below. So his information is going to be down there as well. So if you didn't catch it right now, just go immediately down, hit the description box, and his information is going to be down there, you guys. So yes, I don't know. I think I'm about 20 minutes into this. So I encourage you guys, to go out and vote for Trump. I encourage you, patriots, to stand up. The silent majority needs to stand up now. We need to stand up now. And just to prove to you, Trump's not racist. We got a black man here saying that, hey, he's for Trump. You know, I mean, you guys, I encourage you guys. You need to grab like 5 or 10 people. Y'all need to get out there and go vote. You need to tell people about
in person.
In person. Oh my God. If my wife wasn't busy right now, I would bring her out here. She has a fantastic story to tell you guys. I may have her do another video on that, you guys, where she got a letter saying you're already ready to vote by mail. She's like, I haven't even got my ballot. So we called and they're like, oh yes, we're having issues with your postal service in your area. I said, well, just please send her a new registration voter card and we will be voting in person. So get out there, vote early, you guys, vote early. As soon as your polls open up, contact your local district, find out where your polling places are, and go vote early, you guys. Patriots, we need you guys. We need to get all these devils, all these leftists, all these Democrats out of office. They have to go, okay? They have to go. They have to go now. So, yes, Robert, I had something. I think I was rambling a tiny too long. Rob, sorry. And I lost my train of thought there. They know I do that. I ramble, I talk. I tiny too much. But yes, so we talked about all this stuff. Is there anything else that you would like to let the Patriots know about the economy or anything that may help them or anything in general as far as what's going on in 2020 and your closing statement for 2020, the president, and stuff like that? Would you give them your last ending statement?
Well, Tyrone, and I thank you for having me.
No, thank you.
The biggest problem, in my opinion, in America is ignorance. Willful ignorance. See, you don't have to be ignorant today. There are so many avenues for you to go down to get yourself informed. All right? And so, to not vote, I was with some people and they said, oh, they're all crooks. Republicans, Democrats, doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. Republicans and Democrats are diametrically opposed. Yes. They're on opposite ends of the spectrum. So when you say that it don't make no difference, it does make a difference. Because if you don't vote, you chose.
Got it.
Right? You hear me? We got to send a resounding victory for Donald Trump. Because as quiet as it's kept, we need about 400 more Donald Trumps.
Yeah.
Okay? As quiet as it's kept, we need about 400 more of these Donald Trumps. And to quote Diamond and Silk, we're going to go red. That's remove every Democrat.
Yes.
Go red, y'all. Go vote. Go vote, go vote, go vote. It is so important at this time in our history.
I can ask you 2 questions. Just a yes or no answer. Real quick before we end the interview, because I have a lot of gun-toting patriots, right? We some gun-toting patriots. How do you feel about the Second Amendment? I forgot, I left that out, the Second Amendment, and then a lot of people that are pro-life. We want to save the babies.
Second Amendment was put in place because of tyranny, okay? You got to be able to defend yourself against a tyrannical government.
Democrats.
Okay? You got to be able to defend yourself against them. Why do you think they want to take the guns? What did Hitler do?
He took the guns.
He took the guns.
Yes.
He took the guns. Now you're defenseless.
He also started a national registry
right.
as well.
But that's how they're going to get us. Because they're going to know where every gun is.
Yes.
That's how they would come after us. One day you gonna go, you hear a banging on your door, you open up the door, and it's the Gestapo.
You mean the Democrats?
Coming to get your guns, right?
Yes.
So it's that and number one. But see, I say again too, the people that are getting killed out there through quote unquote gun violence, they don't care how many laws you create. See, politicians need to understand that morality cannot be legislated. Okay? It cannot be legislated. It's not the legal gun carriers out there that's committing all these shootings and all that. It's crooks.
Yes.
They're crooks because they don't follow laws. Okay? It's amazing. Now, as far as that
Pro-choice.
abortion.
Yeah, pro-choice, pro-life.
Well, see, I'm from the old school, okay? Okay, you had a choice before you laid down and opened up your legs, okay? You had a choice then. But now, whose choice is it? See, we have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You think about that. Life comes first.
Yes.
Because without life,
Amen.
the other two don't matter.
Amen.
All right? You got to have life first. Who's the most vulnerable? That baby in the womb.
Yes. Can you say that nice and loud, that last statement? I love that statement.
Who is the most vulnerable? It is that child in the womb. And conception is a person. Okay? As soon as you conceive, we know that's going to be a person. So as far as that bundle of cells and all this kind of stuff is going on, it's garbage, it's out the window. That's it.
Yeah,
that's just my personal belief.
I argue that a lot, especially with my sisters, between pro-choice, right, and then pro-life. They know where I stand. I stand that, life begins at conception.
Yeah.
So, yes. It's been a fantastic interview. I appreciate it. Hey, you guys, promise made, promise kept. I kept my promise to you guys. And you know what I say? I say, God bless Trump 2020. And I'm going to catch you guys back in the next video.